All right. I had to go through sharing it and it knocked it off. So we should be good now. It is going to be a temporary pause while I pull away from this house and the Wi Fi. All right. So, disclaimer, don't try this at home. Although I will be actually looking ahead, you're just looking at me. You just have a peek into my car. But I will not be looking and being distracted by trying to look at you guys. I will look at comments when I'm stopped. But let's come live because I'm hungry. I don't feel like making anything myself. Yes, there's food at the house. I don't care about the food at the house. I don't want it. I want some Chick fil A. So I'm going to go get me some Chick fil A. I want to get to Chick fil A right as breakfast is ending and lunch is beginning so that I can have them make me the minis, but I also want to wait in the parking lot for my french fries because I don't like tater tots from there. So wherever I go, I literally have to pick the smallest of the smallest window to go to Chick-fil-A for breakfast because the only thing I really like are the little mini biscuits and I want some waffle fries. They used to actually sell the waffle fries in the morning as well. Now they don't. Now I have to wait for that little window where I have to place two orders to get what the heck I want. So we're taking a break. I already knew that I wanted to do this. That's why I tried to do my other video. I did it early this morning. If you haven't seen it, it's might seem rushed. It's on purpose. To where I came on live this morning at 7:30 ish. To do a quick tip or hot tips for grad stoles. So if you have not seen that, definitely go and check that out. It is on all platforms because I did hit all platforms for that. So you can go check it out on all platforms, wherever you consume content. I did that video and it's some really good tips in there. I did look, the order is all off. There was no real order. I just knew what I wanted to say. I was trying to be the little cutesy content creator that gives you numbers. Chabu didn't work. Okay. But how you guys doing this morning? Incredible greetings. So we're just gonna talk. I told y'all. I wasn't so let's be very clear. I never said that I wasn't doing live videos anymore. I stated, oh, hold on one second. Can you guys hear me? Because my microphone thingy isn't moving. Hold on. You guys hear me? I should have asked that because I don't see that like it normally does. So let me know if you guys can hear me. But if you can, I'm going to keep going. And if you tell me that you can't hear me, then I'll just have to repeat it. But I never stated that I was not doing live videos. Never ever. So it's like some of y'all were acting as if I was gonna fall off of the face of the earth, and that was never the case. Like I simply stated one part of my business, which was the paper. I'm shutting that part down as far as trying to truly maintain that, grow that, all those different things. There are a lot of people who use our paper. They love our paper. I just want to we want to get at least 75% of our inventory down. And then we would just basically have a maintenance to where I'm not going to be promoting it to the general public. In order to get it, you have to be on the exclusive list where I don't have to do all of the work. It's just too much trying to get new clients. Like when you're in business, what you're really wanting to do all the time, you want to nurture your current clients and customers. You definitely want to do that, nurture them, make sure that you stay on the top of their mind so that way they're still purchasing whatever your products or service is. But you have to always seek out new customers, and that can take a lot. Client acquisition and what it takes to get new clients and get traffic to your website, it can be a lot. And I think that's one of the missing components that, those who get into this from, I'm going to just say at the craft level, because you just think of it as like just crafts and things like that. Because, well, at least the audience that knows me, I'm able to help people with any business. I have a lot of experience in different businesses, but what I'm most known for and what most of my content has been geared towards, in the social media world, has been towards like creative things or crafty things. But I've actually helped and coached people through those who, so I guess making candles would kind of be the same, but I've had those that I meet, and I'll give them a tip or one or two, like while I'm out and about. And I have people who have done mobile car services, photographers, those who are bakers or chefs and things of that nature. So I've helped quite a few people in other areas, but you guys mainly know me for all of like the creative stuff. And many would lead you to believe that all you have to do is like learn the thing, create the thing, post in a group, post on social media, make reels, make TikToks, make this, and then business is just going to flourish for you. That's not reality for most people. It really, really isn't reality. And there's work to be done, whether you are in a craft business, or you have, a tradition, well, I'm going to say traditional business, like any other business, client acquisition and what you're doing to get those clients, right? How much marketing dollars are you spending? Even if you're not running ads, marketing is so much more than just running ads on like Facebook. Now that's like an easy way, because before ads were billboards, they were in magazines, it was, TV commercials, it's radio commercials, things of that nature. Most crafters will think, oh, well, my business isn't big enough to run, like to inquire about a radio commercial. Yes, it is. Like, I mean, that's one of the least expensive like entry points for marketing, and you can do that for your business and inquire about an ad and like a ad spot with your local radio stations that just basically let people know what you're doing. Some people feel like, oh, radio is dead. People kind of avoid that. They switch the channels. And this is true, but you're going to have some people that actually listen through that. So marketing, the world of marketing has changed a bit to where, people would make good money and get a lot of new clients and things like that from radio. Now you have to not just do local radio, you got to put that on, make sure that you're setting up commercials and things for um, all the streaming networks and things like that. So it, to me, with the increase of technology and social media and just access, it's actually harder now, because now you have to truly figure out like, well, damn, where do I do this? Do I do an ad with Google to where it can show and play anywhere, like, for those who have apps through the Google store, so your ads will show up there. If you have a Google ad, it will show up there. It will show up when someone is just searching on Google. That's where those sponsored things are. It can show up on certain things when it comes to like YouTube. You can do certain things where you can create YouTube ads to go in between videos. So now there is a lot of like different like a lot of outlets, and the price points are very different. Whereas before, you run a newspaper ad, you run a radio ad, doing TV commercials wasn't as easy, because you do have to go through like a marketing agency for most like major networks and things like that. So that takes, that's a little bit of money, when it comes to that one. But magazines, and like now, even with that, not a lot of people put things like in magazines because people don't really read them like as much. Or you'll get, ad space, like someone has a digital magazine, and this is why when you go to sites, you see all of the different ads and things on there, because people are purchasing ad space on that, on that. You're wanting to grow, but you're not wanting to do ads. You have to do some, well, not to say ads, some sort of marketing that's not just posting to your social media. Organic can be helpful, but you can't rely just on your social media. What else are you doing? People have moved away from getting flyers printed, getting business cards printed. Now it's, oh, just put your business card on your phone and then you can tap. Well, everyone doesn't have that. Someone may forget that. But I'm still a firm believer that tangible things are some of the great marketing, like the best marketing material, because someone can tap and then on their phone they'll kind of lose it. But if you gave them a card or something, yeah, they might throw it in their pocket, but when they go and wash clothes, or they empty their pockets, that might come up. They're going to put it somewhere. Yeah, they might just throw it on a dresser, throw it in a junk drawer, but guess what? When they're going through that, they're going to see it. So provided that they don't just throw it away, there's ample opportunities for that physical thing that you gave someone to show up again, and then you can get business from it. But there's a lot of people that have just moved away from traditional ways of like marketing. They don't want to put the money in that. You are a crafter. Well, some of you guys, I'm gonna just use the word crafter. A lot of you guys are crafters, and you can make so many things for yourself for marketing. But it's like your thought process is only to make things for other people and not utilize your skills to create marketing. If you're going to create a yard sign, y'all right now are trying to figure out how to make yard signs for graduation. How many of you guys made a yard sign for yourself in your yard, on your door, at your apartment complex, your condo, if they don't have like an issue with it? How many of you guys have door signs for your business where you're worried about making it for grad season? You're worried about making memorial stuff. What about making that same thing for you? Why are you not putting that same effort into your business? Those same skills. Why haven't you made a tumbler, a mug, a shirt that's advertising your business? Why haven't you made a fan for your business? I'm just asking. Let's see here. I'm at a stoplight now, so I'm looking at the phone because it is a red light. I'm being very safe. Incredible morning. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So yes, I am just now saying good morning because I was driving safely. Thank you for letting me know you guys can hear me. My mama called me worried, asking about you not teaching anymore. Hello, hello. Can you send me some warm weather and sun, please? It was actually pretty cool this morning. Now it is warming up. I attended a Zoom last night on how to market for your book launch, and some of the same things you said about marketing products were mentioned, like being prepared, knowing your target audience. Because marketing is the same across the board. I mean, you just have to cater it to whatever it is that you're doing, not just posting once and expecting sales. So I'm glad that you are getting that information from more than one source so that you know that it's legit. Incredible morning. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for tapping in from Washington. Hello from North Carolina. How are you guys doing? All right. So a lot of people make entrepreneurship also look like the glamorous life. And, you see all of the ads of the people who are like, oh, I was able to craft my dream life by, becoming my own boss or becoming an entrepreneur. And I generated, 7 figures or 6 figures, 7 figures, all just like from my home or from my computer. And I was able to do X, Y, and Z. And to be honest, a lot of times that's the exception to the rule, not the norm. If you really, really think about it, how many high level, high earning, wealthy people are really on social media? This is where, hey, look, this is my zone. Like, I'm not going to sit up here and act like it's like all. I cannot afford major, commercials and stuff. Baby, I don't have me a Debrat that's going to go and get this humongous banner put at the airport. Baby, the way she set that up for Judy, look, I don't have me a Debrat. I don't have, the coins ain't coining like that just yet. Okay. The opposite word is yet, to have this big old thing put at the airport. And I think she was like that joker staying up for like a month or something. I was like, okay, Brad, yes. Oh, baby, coming? Okay, no, all right, cool beans. So I utilize social media, but I also use, printed media. I'm also always talking to people. I am. Oh, this. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. If you're not, I didn't realize that was a turning lane over there because that's not a turning lane. You was all up in them people's stuff. I'm like, that definitely was not a turning lane. I am like, I don't mind talking to people. I am definitely not an introvert. I was actually watching this one lady that's teaching about like how to make video. Oh, wait a minute, why this line so long? How to make videos and things like that. And she was saying basically like her videos are very animated, but she is a introvert. And I was like, oh, would have never thought because baby, the way her videos are very, very animated. It's I forget her name. She bounces around. She has this white like background and she bounces around in it, whatever. But I'm very much so an extrovert. I have no problem talking to people, striking up conversations. That's just me. That's just who I am. So I use that to my advantage in business for me, and I also have leveraged free things, but not just in, a freebie online and, click on this to get like a freebie or whatever. Like I'm offering freebies in real life of the things that I make, like utilizing it for gifts. It's when, I guess if I would categorize it as like crafting, the crafting for me was before it became a business and I'm like charging for it and I'm creating price and things for it. I did not have to really think about, well, what's the right price and this, that, and the third. So some people ask that. I'm not going to say I really had that struggle figuring out pricing because I wasn't worried about pricing at the time. Like I did a lot of free work and things like that. And all I'm saying is, okay, this is how much it's going to cost for me to make it, a little bit for just in case I make mistakes. And that is what I basically had people paying was I didn't want to take a loss on the actual materials to make things. So, hey, get these. If it was balloons, this how much the balloons cost. Okay, you want this many colors? I need this many bags. This how much it's gonna cost. I'm not necessarily charging you to actually do the balloon work, but this is what the balloons cost. This is what it is for me to like get PVC pipe to make the poles and stuff like that or whatever. And I got to keep the poles. I got to keep the extra balloons to be able to keep practicing. But once I did that, I'm now able to see, well, dang, to make 2 columns, it takes this amount of time. I understood economics and how, I knew to at least start at minimum wage. So it just kind of went from there. I didn't have overhead, so I didn't factor that in. Now pricing things would change because we have overhead and stuff like that. So it's just a little bit different. Now, y'all are going to get cut off in a moment because I pay with my phone. So when I get ready to do that, y'all gonna get cut off. Um, so anywho, what was I saying? So it was like, yeah, for me, I did freebies in real life. Like freebies meaning I'm making things like all the things I want to create. I'm gonna make that for somebody's birthday, somebody's like as a baby shower gift. Even if I went to the store and I purchased a bunch of like baby items, I learned how to make gift baskets because I was making gift baskets for people's birthdays and or baby showers and things like that. So that's how I built those skills in using it for gifts, using it, just to kind of giving away to schools, things of that nature. Like that's still a form of marketing. And once it got to a point where I was ready to build a business behind it, so many people saw the things I did because I made it visible to the people that know me. Some people complain, oh, my family don't support, they don't do this. But do they really know what all you do, or you just expect them just to know, right? Because whether they're your family or not, social media is not showing them all of your products. I mean, not all of your products, all of your posts. So they may not know that you learned to do this new thing that's like really, really awesome and great. Please hold. I'm actually a little bit early, so I don't know if they're going to let me do it. Hello. Do I have to scoot back around, or can I place my second order for the waffle fries and then just wait for them after 10:30?
Can you pick that one more time?
I said, will I have to come back around at 10:30, or can I place the order? Huh?
If you want lunch, I can put lunch right now.
Okay, no. So I want breakfast. So I want the chicken minis. How did they come? I always forget. It's
10.
Okay, so a 10, and then a order of large waffle fries.
Large fries, and would that be up?
Yes, and then just water and ice, please.
Water?
Yes.
And your name for the order?
Shakia.
Here?
Yes, please.
691.
Thank you. That's crazy. Large fry and 10 count chicken mini, $16. But I am going to treat myself. I have been doing a lot of working and I'm going to treat myself. So yeah, this is the part of day in the life. Sometimes, even if it's just some Chick-fil-A, I do it when the kids are at school, the husband is at work. I don't have to spend money on everybody else. I'm going to come by myself, eat it. I forget my child does watch me. He does watch my YouTube, so he's probably going to know. But most times when I'm not on here, I will come to wherever I want to eat at. I'm going to eat it and I'm going to throw the trash away in somebody else's trash can, not my own. Or if I am home by myself, I'm going to make sure that I bury it in the trash can because I don't want to hear the, you went to Chick-fil-A with that? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. So anyway, hey Javaya, incredible morning. Welcome. So I forget what, yeah, somebody remind me, where was I at? I ordered my food and now I forget what I was talking about. I'm gonna forget again because I have to give them my phone to pay for the food. So I'm gonna forget again. But what the heck was I saying? I don't remember. Hold on. Well, oh, I was doing stuff. Wait, was that part I was on about doing things like for free or whatever. Because I remember those days eating and hiding the evidence. Yes, God. But yeah, everyone makes, and so that's the part that I was on. The fact that Chick-fil-A got like real delivery trucks. Like I saw people deliver, it was like just like in their regular car. It's a whole truck that has like the cow print on it. Chick-fil-A got like real, like decorated cars for. I never realized that. Interesting. It's a whole Chick-fil-A truck. Oh wow. Huh. Okay. Oh yeah. Facebook not showing all of your posts, so family and friends may not know you've learned, something new. Um, so yeah, that is what I was saying. But yeah, they'll make this like this whole glamorous life and things like that, and you're seeing, people on social media saying they're making all this money, do this, do that, and I will say that works a lot of the times for like posting about your work and things, oh, how much money you make from like being an entrepreneur. That normally works for someone who is trying to teach you the game, right? It's some type of coach, instructor, consultant, and they have a product or service for you where it's about building wealth or starting a business. They have a class, they have an ebook, they have some sort of digital download, and that tends to work for them. It actually it's harder to create that same type of content for custom items. You have to figure out the right way to communicate with your customers. And for some of you guys, you got to figure out that customer base. Like, how do they want to be talked to? I remember getting some text messages from, it was a company that did like edge control. And they would be like, hey, big head with your ashy edges. Who you talking to? Ooh, ooh, big head, ashy edges. I quickly unsubscribe because you're not going to talk to me like that. That doesn't push the needle, like, doesn't move the needle for me for you to talk to me like that. Like, um, especially through text message. So, hello, Shakia. 91. Okay, hold on. Hold on, y'all. All right, I'm back. I had to turn y'all off so that y'all didn't see that girl's face. She didn't ask to be online. Thank you. Oh, I wanted way more ice. Ugh. I really wanted for the ice, not the water. More ice? Yes, please. Yeah, pour some water. Yeah, I really wanted the ice. That's all I really wanted it for was the ice. Mm. Thank you, thank you. Pleasure. Have a great day. Uh-huh. Oh, I still wanted the water. It's okay. It's okay. I can have a water bottle in here. Okay. I still wanted water, but I just wanted more ice. Oh shoot. Wait, do I have a water in here? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna need just a little. Just give me a little cup of water because I'm gonna choke on the rest of this stuff. I'm like, I wanted the water. I just wanted more ice. I feel like I feel so bad now. Now I'm messing up their timer. They were actually pretty quick with my order. So now I'm messing up their little timer. Thank you. Um, but yeah, most times, I can only go this way. I want to go into Office Depot. But anywho, it's not always glamorous in the life of an entrepreneur. I struggle sometimes in entrepreneurship and like working from home because and not every entrepreneur just kind of works from home. Entrepreneur just means that you're the person that came up with the, like, not say came up with the idea, but you decided to start your own business. You know, you have some people who are like franchisees for certain restaurants. That person is technically still an entrepreneur. Like, they don't work directly for, whatever the restaurant is. They still have to, do their own staffing. They have to buy their, buy their supplies and, put in their orders for their food and all these different things. But that person that paid to be, to have that franchise, they are an entrepreneur. Like, they are taking control over how they make money. They're not just going and just getting a W-2 from somebody other than themselves, right? So I think there's this misconception that entrepreneurship is like working from home, like working by yourself, for yourself, working from home, and it's so much more than that. Entrepreneurship definitely, they've moved. I just realized that. Burlington, oh my God. And I am not going to 20th Street. Oh wow. I'm pulling up. I'm like, why does it look like there's nothing in there? The Office Depot over here moved. Oh my God. I'm not going 20th Street is not close by. I gotta figure out now, where in the hell am I gonna go at when I want to go to Office Depot? The next one is what, the one in like the one in Broward? Oh, into the tree. They just snatched my little Office Depot away. I was coming because I wanted to, since I was live, to go and just show about different printers, but that's not going to happen, Captain. I'm just getting your Facebook notification and you've been live between. Exactly. That's why these numbers look dismal, but it's okay. It's really, really okay. Incredible morning. And I shared it. Like I shared it in all 3 groups. I reshared it to my page. I don't understand why Facebook doesn't like me anymore. It just does not like me anymore. I don't know why. But what was I saying? I lost my train of thought because I'm so upset about Office Depot not being here anymore. Oh, I know I was saying with entrepreneurship, it requires a lot of discipline. When you're on a 9 to 5, you have a list of things that you have to do. Like you have things that you need to accomplish. There is somebody who was an entrepreneur, maybe like depending on, what type of company you work for, or, somebody who just, decided they like the CEO life and the manager life, whatever. Somebody's at the helm and passing down directives and saying that this needs to be done. Decision making in business is not an easy thing. It's not, which is why major companies, they have people who their main focus is decision making. They are able to look at the business with unbiased eyes a lot of the times and make decisions for the business where you need to, procure items from, where can we cut costs. Like that's their whole job. Their job is to sit in meetings and, find out about, what's going on in the industry, what's going to move the needle. They don't get to be worker bees. They don't get to be crafters. They don't get to use their hands. They don't get to really communicate with a lot of other people. They're decision makers. And as an entrepreneur, we're trying to be that decision maker. Well, our mindset is to be that decision maker and the worker bee, to be the face. I love what I do. I want to be able to be creative. I still would like to teach people. I would like to have my business set up where somebody else is kind of at the helm. I know that they're very smart. They're very business savvy. They're very, they're very astute when it comes to business, and they can kind of do those things. And I'm able to just show up. There's a lot of people that, when they start these types of businesses, they want to become hands off and they want to work on the business, not in the business. I actually want to get to a point where somebody else works on my business and I get to still work in the business as an instructor, as a teacher. This is my passion. This is what I love. My fear is sometimes growing so big to where I don't get to do this. And I actually want to reverse engineer it. I want to have somebody else that comes in and they're the marketing person, they're the CEO, and they're going to, tell me what to do. Tria, you need to show up to do this class. We need you to create to outline this. Is that crazy? As an entrepreneur, I actually want someone in a position that they can figure all that out and they just come and tell me how to show up. Like that is what I just want to teach, which is why it's so hard for me. Like I know I need to do like other things, but this is what I love to do. This is all I want to do. I want someone else to work on my business so that I can still work in my business and it makes money. This is where knowing, when it becomes like I do my focus blueprint, becoming focused, identifying your why. Who is it you want to serve? How do you want to show up in your business? Now, I know I talk to a lot of creators and crafters, and you're going to be the end all and be all of your business. You're going to be the marketer. You're going to be the decision maker. You're going to be the janitor. You're going to be the creator. You're going to be the logistics department. You're going to be the shipping and fulfillment. And you're going to be, I can say customer service. You're going to end up being like everything for your business. And it's hard because there are so many things that you have to do throughout the day. I wake up in the morning. I still have young children. I don't have a nanny at this point. I would love to be able to outsource it. And if I'm being honest, I feel like the only reason why I haven't is because of this stigma where it's like, girl, it ain't even that serious. You can wake your own kids up, but it's actually hard. Like that 2 hours, the amount of things that I could be doing in my business during those 2 hours. I never understood that until I became like truly became like an entrepreneur, and you're seeing where like you're losing time at, um where people will be like, okay, like they'll frown upon people like, Kim K and all those like people for having a nanny, and like they're sitting right there. But you want to be able to focus. Like I'm on live sometimes and you have kids that have needs, they're coming and it's the mommy, I need this, I need that, but you're trying to actually work. Like when you're if I was at a 9 to 5, if I was on somebody's clock, my kids can't just come and say, hey, fix me a sandwich. Hey, can I have some apple juice? But when it's like when you work for yourself, when you say you're an entrepreneur, whatever, it's like people expect you to still be a mom when you're trying to be in work mode. Like I would love to be able to have one and have somebody that can get these kids up in the morning, because that's 2 hours I can be doing something else. I have come to realize that 7 a.m. to 8 hour time frame, Eastern Standard Time, is actually a good time to be live. One of the like actually two of the people that I follow like in entrepreneurship, they do a lot of things early morning. So like I know like Donnie, I mean actual CEO, and she has like this millionaire morning call, and it's like motivational. Baby, I'm not getting up for that yet. It's 6:45 in the morning. I'm just not up that early. And then like David Shands has his 8 o'clock morning meetup, you know, um, and they're always saying it's a lot of people on that call. They might just be listening in while they're getting ready for work, and it allows them to, do certain things in the morning. Like it's not something where you're drawn, not drawing, you're doing design work, or you have to like physically something with your hands. Like you can just have it on, but it's somebody that's teaching. I would like to be able to do that. I can't do that because I have two children that have to be up and out the door or at school by like 9 o'clock. So I literally spend 2 hours getting up at 6. Well, actually I could do the morning call because I get up at 6:50. It starts at 6:45. I can probably think about it. You know what? I have to wait till Monday. I'm probably gonna set my alarm for it to go off at 6:40. I can do 10 minutes. I sat there and make excuses, but 6:45 really isn't that early when in hindsight, my alarm goes off at 6:50. Now I normally don't get up out of bed, but I can turn on the call and just listen. You know what? Chikia, you just checked yourself. Monday, I will be on my morning call. I'm gonna get my behind up. I'm gonna set my alarm for 6:40 so I can sit there and lay down for 5 minutes, get on the call. I can listen to the call from bed because even when my alarm goes off at 6:50, I don't get out of bed immediately. So I will probably just be in bed, listen to that call. Okay, boom, I'm going to be able to do that. I'm going to do that come Monday because today's Friday. But there's a lot of people that's like listening to like the morning call. I get up basically like getting kids up and out of my bed by like 7:30, waking kids up. Now Zani Mani is on this thing of wanting pancakes in the morning and for lunch and for dinner. Don't ask me where this came from, but he is on a pancake kick and that's all he wants to freaking eat. And MJ wasn't really eating breakfast in the morning because he wakes up too late. And then for him to try and make his own breakfast, it just didn't work. So I do like the fact of like, because Animani has been asking for pancakes, I make enough to where MJ is actually eating now in the morning where he wasn't before. He would sometimes try and get like a bagel. His dad on Sundays would make breakfast burritos. So he goes, he just makes up a bunch of eggs and the sausage and cheese and all that stuff. So he makes the burritos, he puts them in the freezer. It's something where MJ can pop it in the microwave and heat it up before school, whatever. So he would either do that, but like now he's getting like hot. He don't have to do anything because I'm making the pancakes for Zainimani. He go grabs him a few and keep it moving shawty. So that's actually been pretty cool to, to make their lives a little bit easy, or at least MJ's life, because Zainimani always relies on me for breakfast anyway. So I'm getting up, making pancakes. I have to get children, get him up. My son's hair is natural, so that's a whole process in the morning to do hair, lotion, and give massages because Zainimani likes legs and foot massages to get his day going. Actually, that's really how I wake him up. I've learned to not yell at the kids and just like, hey, get up, whatever, like, make all that noise unless we're running late. And that's how they know we're running late because my voice is now panicked. But when I wake Zion Imani up, I wake Zion Imani up by basically rubbing him down to ease him out of his sleep and not scare him out of his sleep. I wake them up with kisses now. MJ, kind of the same way. I go in there, I might rub his back to kind of gently wake him up. So I try to ease them out of sleep into being awake. Instead of just kind of going there, all right, got time to get up. Like, yeah, that just doesn't work because I realize it doesn't work for me. So with that, the only thing with waking them up that way, it does take them a lot longer. So like my process in the morning, I have to turn off the air conditioner. I have to turn off all fans because the colder it is, the more they don't want to get out of the bed. I have to heat up the bathroom for Zion Imani. He has to have his robe. So my morning is kind of crazy. Like I would love to have a nanny come in here and do this for these little pampered children of mine. They are spoiled. And it's not really a factor of like the fun for it. It's the stigma of girl. You can get your like people feel although no one's in my home, no one would really know, like unless how everyone does. You bring your behind on social media and you tell everybody, yep, I have a morning nanny to help me get the kids up for school because and then the judgment comes. I realize it's 2 hours. I'm like 7 o'clock. And by the time I go do all the stuff with like Zion Imani or whatever, and then I go get him dropped off to school, I come home, most times I'm sitting I just stay in the driveway and I'll do like something on my phone, which is why I'm grateful for Canva, because in those 15, 20 minutes, I'm able to do things like on my phone, like while I'm just sitting in the driveway waiting for MJ to come out of the house. So then MJ comes out, I have to go drop him off to school. By the time I get back in the house, it is 9:15. So literally 2 hours and 15 minutes in the morning, basically getting kids up, ready, and actually like driving them to school. That's a lot of time. And like in my focus blueprint, I'm speaking on that, right? Like you have to understand where your time is. You have to record your day, keep track of your day and see where your time is really going, because that's a lot, So it's like if I wanted to be able to do more things like in the morning, that means I would have to go without a nanny. I would have to wake up at 5:30. 6 o'clock in the morning to be able to maybe do their start the breakfast like earlier, or maybe even go live to where those who are getting up, they're getting up and they're waking up with me. But then it also means I probably have to go to bed a lot later. A lot earlier, but because in my business, most times people like later class, like evening class, I thrive better in the evening. I also have to do homework. I am the person that does homework with Zion Imani just because of my teaching style. I'm a great teacher all the way around. I'm the best teacher in my house. So when it comes to the kids learning or help with stuff, they're going to come to mommy. I know how to make it fun. I know how to make it like relate to them where they're going to understand it. So I'm normally doing homework. If I don't have a class, I'm doing homework in the evening. And then like working on certain things like in the evening, it's harder for me to go to bed. Like Even is in bed, like he tries to be in bed before 10 o'clock, but he also has to get up at like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning to be able to go to work. I don't have that luxury. So when he's going and he's like winding down and he's going to bed, I still have children to give baths. Zion Imani has epilepsy, so it's like I can't just go to sleep anyway. When I put him to sleep, whoever puts him to sleep has to lay next to him for 30 minutes, because if he's going to have a seizure, it will happen within the first 30 minutes of him going to bed. So it's like I have all of these like different routines where I have to be very, very conscious of my day and like where I spend time at. Being an entrepreneur makes you think so much more. If you don't like to think and you're like, oh my God, this is overwhelming, this is just too much, entrepreneurship isn't probably going to work out for you, because you are the one now that has to figure out how to balance. People say, well, where is the work-life balance? I can't help you figure out work-life balance if you don't even know where your time is going. Like you don't know that part. Work-life balance might be outsourcing and getting help. Like, there is no balance for a lot of people trying to do everything and juggle everything yourself. You're not going to be able to juggle being a mom, having a business, and still having like a 9 to 5 job. If you have a significant other, whether they are in-house or you're just in a serious relationship, dedicating time to them and nurturing that relationship where they don't feel neglected, it's a lot. Like, you have to, your balance may be figuring out how can you pay for some help, because the day in the life of an entrepreneur is a lot of times go, 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 go on any given day. Now, you may have some days where it's not as much, it's not as hectic, it's not as busy, it's not so many things going on, and you can kind of fit things in there, but you won't know that if you're not tracking your days and really, really monitoring those things. Let's see. Ma'am, you gotta do what makes your life easier. If it'll help you in your business, it's like someone helping you while you're at work. What's the difference between you going to somebody else's job to clock in versus you clocking in for your own business? Exactly. Now I need to finish eating my fries because the little minis I can heat up. Can't really heat up these fries. Well, you can, but it's better when they're a little bit warm or hot. I am incredible. How are you? I mean, there's so many things that I could end up talking on when it comes to being an entrepreneur. But I said that I would go live while I go get my Chick-fil-A. Now I'm home. I need to be able to eat my food and get started with my day. Here we are, 11 o'clock. I'm just going to be getting started like with my day once I finish my food. And then I have to stop at 1:30, 1:40 to leave to go get Zion money from school. I have to fix snacks and stuff when he gets home. And then, good thing today is Friday. I'm not going to lie. I ain't doing no homework on a Friday. We got Saturday and Sunday. I'm not doing homework on a Friday. Not going to happen, Captain. I know for a lot of parents, it's do it on Friday, so you don't have to worry about for the weekend. I'm not I'm not doing the homework on the Friday. Now I'll put him on iReady, but as far as homework, baby, I'm not doing it on the Friday. Not gonna happen, Cap. But now I just have to hurry up and scarf down this food, and hopefully get started with work. When you're an entrepreneur, you have to come up with your own to-do list. Like, you have to really look and see, you need to work on this, work on that. My goal today is to work on templates. I've teased way too many templates to not have them available on my website. So my plan for today is to work on templates. But that's a struggle. Like, it really is a struggle. If you have orders, you're thinking like, okay, well, I know I can do this. I'm going to make this time, whatever. And when the orders are in, that's the easy part. But the work to be able to acquire the orders is the hard part. The being able to do inventory to see what you have, that is the hard part. That is the part that you also have to build into pricing. I've seen people go and say, okay, well, here's a price list. They'll try and sell somebody a price list. They're trying to encourage people to just do this price list thing. And there's so much. Yesterday's session was, it was like, I had to kind of keep like doing, but pretty much like for like the actual like teaching part of the pricing, going through breaking it down, it was at least a 3 to 4 hour session on pricing to really, really understand it and break it all down. To 4 hours for pricing. If you're running a business, you can't just go off of a price list that somebody created. They don't know your demographic. They don't know if you're catering to those without a lot of disposable income, and this is just like the thing you want to be able to make money from, you want to be able to provide things? Are you working with those that have a little bit? Is your main clientele those with, some deep pockets? Those price points don't work. What's the quality of the things that you're making? You have this people are providing this price list, but what is your price list based on? If that price list isn't that you're providing and people are selling, if you're not telling me if you're using Dollar Tree items, if you're using a really cheap raggedy stole, if you're using the cheapest paper, if you're not using a printer that provides quality ink, are you using a Canon printer, an Epson printer, or a Roland printer when you're creating these fans or buttons or whatever? Are you using a plastic back button versus a metal button? Are you using it's just so many different variables. What is your price list based off of? You have so many people just saying, okay, well, I'm going to teach you pricing. They're just providing you a price list. No, I teach you how to look at the things that you're ordering and where you can, increase your profit margin. The person that I had the session with, if she had never known to go look at other sites, the vinyl that she saw was over 3-4 times the amount. And for certain sizes or for certain vinyls, 3 to 4 times the amount of that same vinyl on. Oh, speaking of which, damn it, I gotta go pick up vinyl. I was halfway there at Chick-fil-A. I am really upset with myself right now. I was supposed to be going to go pick up vinyl. This is why I prefer delivery. I'm so mad at myself because this is why I don't go pick shit up, because I will forget. I like for them to drop the ish off to my door. But for this particular one, I said that I was going to go pick it up. I'm mad as hell at myself right now. I'm very, very mad. But hence the day in the life of an entrepreneur, where you forget those things and now you end up losing even more of your day because me going over there would have put me halfway there. Just go the rest, come back. Now I got to go back towards that road. Y'all saw how long it took me to get to, because I got on with y'all as I was leaving. So that was, well, I had to wait for my food, but going there, coming back, now I have to take that same drive and then some to go pick up this vinyl. I have certain things I have to do in my office. I gotta, but then it's like, if I don't go now, then I hit rush hour. I could wait until I go pick up Zion Imani, because that's like going that way as well. And then I just pick him up, go pick up the vinyl. On the way back, I might start to hit rush hour. Little mistakes, little hiccups in your day as an entrepreneur, when you're the one that has to keep up with all of this information, your days can be hectic. It's not this glamorous life that we see portrayed on social media. It's a lot of decisions. You have to keep track of so many things like in your head. This is why you have to be like organized. You cannot try and do like too many things, because it will become overwhelming and you will despise it. Like being an entrepreneur, if you are trying to juggle too many things to where it becomes overwhelming for your brain. Now I'm upset at myself. I'm going to go eat and then basically let them know, like, I'm going to come get this after I pick up my son. Until next time, guys, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity and be incredible. Peace.